Hello friends, we have come with a new video in which we will going to learn all the different form of angles related to circle. So let us begin. First one, central angle. An angle in the plane of a circle with its vertex at the center is called a central angle. Here is the circle with center O and the angle AOB. You will find that the angle name is angle AOB, which is lying on the center of the circle, and C is the point indicated for intercept of the angle. So an angle AOB whose vertex is O and O is also the center of the circle, and angle AOB is known as a central angle. And what will be the measure of central angle? Once we have done what is central angle, so we know that angle AOB is a central angle. Clear? So an angle AOB whose vertex is O and O is also the center of the circle, therefore angle AOB is known as central angle. Arc ACB is known as intercepted arc, the part of a circle which is inside the angle, and the arc end point is common with the sides of the angle. Such arcs are called as intercepted arc, and there is a relation between intercepted arc and the central angle. Therefore we get measure of angle AOB equals to measure of arc ACB. So the measure of central angle is equals to the measure of its intercepted arc, because arc ACB is intercepted arc. Now let us talk about inscribed angle. Second angle we can take it as an inscribed angle. So here is a circle we have with the center O, and now we will have an angle ADB whose vertex D is on the circle. So angle ADB is known as inscribed angle. C alphabet, then arc ADB. Can you see arc ADB? Because now we know that the arc can be named with the 3 alphabet just like angle. So we have arc ADB, which is known as inscribed arc. The inscribed arc is outside the angle, and the arc end point again having common point with the sides of the angle. Point A and B are the end point of the arc ADB, which is also common with side DA and side DB of angle ADB. Therefore, we say that arc ACB is intercepted arc, as you have seen in the previous. So measure of angle ADB, I am talking about angle, is equals to half the measure of arc ACB. So we can say that measure of inscribed angle is equals to half of the measure of its intercepted arc. Now tangent secant angle. As the name indicates, you will find the same in the figure. The circle with center O, we have line AB as a secant, as you can see here, named as AB. Then we have line BC as a tangent. So secant and the tangent, they are intersecting at point B on a circle. So the intersection of secant and tangent is on a circle at point B. Here the angle is marked, so we are having intercepted arc in the angle. Angle ABC has its intercepted arc as arc AXB. See here. Therefore, measure of angle ABC equals to half into measure of arc AXB. So this is called as theorem of angle between tangent and secant. Now the measure of an angle whose vertex lies outside the circle. You have seen when the angle vertex was lying on the center, on the circle. For on the circle you have seen two cases. Now the vertex of an angle is lying outside the circle. So here is a circle with center O. So we will have angle BAC whose vertex A lies outside the circle. So that indicates with the dot we have intercepted arc here. Once you see the angle ABC, you will find that two parts of the arcs are lying inside the angle. Therefore, it has two intercepted arcs. One is arc DXE, which is indicated by green color. The arc is a part of a circle. Do not misunderstand. Arc is DXE. Green arc is showing only for indication. Second one we have arc BYC. Again that is indicated by green color. So it is only for indication as I told you. Therefore, measure of angle BAC will be equals to half into measure of arc BYC minus measure of arc DXE, which in a statement form you can say that angle formed outside the circle is equals to half of the difference between their intercepted arc. Now intercepted arc, since in the diagram BYC is a bigger arc, so we are subtracting smaller arc DXE from it. Measure of an angle whose vertex lies inside the circle but not on center. So here again circle with center O. Angle BAC, whose vertex A lies inside the circle but not on a center O. Now we will have a line, that is BA, which is in green color, is extended towards the upper side and the red rays are formed. Similarly, AC is also extended in the opposite direction. So we have two arcs now. Intercepted arcs are arc BYC and arc DXE. Where is your DXE? Here it is. Arc DXE means if the angle vertex is inside the circle, we have to take the intercepted arc of it and the intercepted arc of its vertically opposite angle. That is why angle DAE is nothing but vertically opposite angle of angle BAC. Therefore, the measure angle BAC equals to half into measure arc BYC plus measure arc DXE. In a statement form, the measure of angle formed inside the circle but not on center is equals to half of the sum of the intercepted arc by it and its vertically opposite angle. So one more angle now, angles formed by alternate segment theorem. So we have circle here and a tangent. As you see, CD is a tangent. Then we have a secant here, B named as, and now we have a two segment more which are intersecting at point A on the circle. Therefore, we have the two arc indicating the two angles which are congruent. Major angle BAC equals to major angle BCD. Therefore, we can say that a chord AB divides the region of a circle into two regions, say R1 and R2, upper side and the lower side. The region are called segment of the circle with respect to the chord AB. We have done this in the previous class, so you might be remembering it. Each of the two segment is called an alternate segment to respect of the other. Therefore, we say that this angle is known as angle in an alternate segment theorem. Now, angle inscribed in a semicircle. What happens? Again, we will going to have a circle with the center O. Therefore, we will going to draw a diameter, that is PQ, which will divide the circle in a two arc of a equal measure, and the each measure is called as a semicircle. Now, we have taken a two segment from Q point and P point. They are intersecting at on the circle, so that angle is a right angle. If you measure with the help of protractor, you will find that angle as a right angle, which named it as R. So we can say major angle QRP is a right angle, that is equals to 90 degree. Now we have got S point. As we can say, angle QRP is an inscribed angle, as you see now. So angle QRP is subtended by a semi arc QSP. It is subtended on arc QSP. Arc inscribed in the same arcs are congruent. So here the circle with center O and the 3 points, I have taken it on the circle A, D and B. Arc ADB is known as inscribed arc. So one angle with vertex F, as you can see, the vertex F angle have other 2 points on the point which are there on a circle, that is AB. So we call this angle as angle AFB. Similarly, we have got angle ADB, again that is inscribed angle, and we have got angle AEB. All these angles are inscribed in arc ADB. Therefore, all these angles are angle ADB, angle AFB, angle AEB are called as inscribed angle. And you know what is inscribed angle formula? The measure of inscribed angle is half of its intercepted arc. So arc AB is an intercepted arc, and therefore you will see that all the angles will be equal to half of major arc ACB. Since the arc intercepted arc is same, automatically what will happen? All the angles will be equal. Therefore angle ADB congruent to angle AFB and angle AEB. So we say that angle inscribed in same arcs are congruent. Now we will see summary of what we have done in the video. So we have central angle here. You know it is angle AOB equals to major arc ACB. Second one, we have inscribed angle we have done. Angle ADB is an inscribed angle which is equals to half of the intercepted arc. So ACB is an intercepted arc. Third one, angle formed outside the circle but not on the circle. center. So we will have here angle ABC equals to half the major arc DXC minus major arc BYC. Now angle formed inside the circle but not on the center. So we have diagram here, and the formula is measure of angle BAC equals to half the major arc DXE plus major arc BYC. Then we have tangent secant. We have here tangent and secant, and the formula for it is measure of angle ACB equals to half the major arc CEF. Now we have alternate segment theorem. As you see in the figure, measure of angle ACBE equals to measure of angle CBE. So all these 6 angles we have done in this video. It is for your reference so that you can understand it well. I hope you will like this and you will share with your friends. One more corollaries are left it out. Sorry, we can deal now. We have also deal with angle inscribed in the same arcs are congruent. The figure is given to you. And similarly we have done angle inscribed in a semicircle is a right angle. Here the diagram. Now it is completed with all the concept what we have done in this. Hope you have liked and it is useful, so you can share with your friends. See you with the next video.